There's a great new spa that just opened on Foster Lake. We should go next weekend.
And my foster daughter.
He used to kiss up to my foster parents all the time, and they would give him extra butterscotch pudding.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to TalkWord. You know, the show where we get super curious about the words we use every single day. And today, we've got a good one. It's a word that kind of feels like it's living two completely different lives. The word foster.
So what's the deal? You hear people talk about fostering an idea, but you also hear about foster children. How can one little word mean both of those things? They seem so different. Well, to untangle this mystery, we've got to do what we always do. We've got to go back in time and check out its roots. All right, let's dive into the origin story. Because, you know, the real secret to understanding foster today isn't found in a modern dictionary. Nope, it's hiding way back in its ancient past.
Okay, so our journey begins way, way back, like over 1,000 years ago. In Old English, there was this word, fostrian, and it meant something really simple and powerful: to feed, to nourish, to bring something up. And what's so cool is that as the English language changed over hundreds of years, that one core idea, that idea of nourishing something to help it grow, it just stuck around. It never left.
And that right there is the key to the whole puzzle. At its heart, foster has always been about one thing: helping something grow. So just lock that idea in your brain. Nourishing for growth, because I promise you, it's the thread that ties everything else together.
First up, let's talk about the abstract side of things. How do you nourish something you can't even touch, like an idea or a feeling?
Well, this is where we get foster as a verb. To foster something just means you're encouraging it. You're promoting its development. It's like you're literally feeding an idea with your support and attention to help it get bigger and stronger. It's the exact same spirit as that old word fostrian, but instead of feeding a person, you're feeding a concept.
I love this analogy. Think of it like a garden. A tiny seed of an idea, no matter how brilliant, isn't just going to grow on its own, right? No way. You have to foster it. You have to give it water and sunlight, attention and support, so it can actually blossom into something real. And once you start listening for it, you'll hear this everywhere. A good boss fosters team spirit. A great teacher fosters creativity. Countries try to foster understanding. In all of these examples, someone is actively nourishing a good thing to help it thrive. Okay, so that's the abstract side. Now let's flip the coin and talk about the other meaning, the one that's super concrete and all about caring for people.
This is when we use foster as an adjective, like in foster family or foster home. It describes this really specific kind of caring relationship. But listen, can you hear that old meaning starting to peek through?
And boom, there it is. A foster parent is literally doing what fostrian meant all that time ago. They feed, they nourish, they bring up a child. It's pretty amazing, right? It's like the word's original, most literal meaning is alive and well right here in the modern world.
So, we've got these two different paths the word has taken. Let's look at them right next to each other to make it super clear.
Okay, so look here. On one side, you've got the verb, fostering something you can't touch, like a love of reading. On the other side, you've got the adjective, describing a very real, hands-on relationship of care. See, they're doing two different jobs grammatically, but they share the exact same DNA, the same mission, to nourish something and help it grow.
This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It shows how powerful that verb form is. A really great leader doesn't just bark orders. No, they create the conditions for people to succeed. They foster that environment. They tend to it, they cultivate it, so that their team can absolutely shine.
So let's put it all together. It's pretty incredible. We started with one simple, ancient word that just meant to feed. And from that one root, we get two really important modern meanings. One for nurturing our ideas, and one for nurturing our children. And it all comes back to that one beautiful idea, helping something grow. It really makes you think, right? Our language is just packed with these hidden connections, these secret histories. So I'll leave you with a question to chew on. What other words do you know that seem to live a double life with two totally different meanings?
Hey, if you thought this was fun and you want to dig into more word stories just like this one, you should totally check out our app, TalkWord. You can explore thousands of words, and get this, you can even create your very own explainers for any word you're curious about. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and as always, stay curious.
I know that foster care doesn't give me enough money to feed all these damn kids.